Hey there, it is 6:10, it's a Wednesday, and this is a high noon tour of the Kriss backyard as it stands today. This morning we had a little bit of an irrigation mishap. We just got part of the irrigation back up and running. I'm testing it out this week and it's been running since Saturday, but today we got a massive leak while it was going to the veggie zone. This is Liz Lemon, the Lisbon lemon. She dropped her only fruit, but that's cool because she's got a crap ton of new growth. My grapefruit is also dropping some of its fruit down here, but it's got some huge grapefruits. So as soon as those start turning yellow, we've got quite a bit of fruit on there. Here's my dwarf caracara. Still got her single orange, though it looks like it's turning yellow. She's got a shade on her so she doesn't get the afternoon shade. My handyman Kriss is looking for places to run irrigation under our retaining wall here so we can get it back up there into the evolving xeriscape, which will no longer be a xeriscape. My two pomegranates don't know the cultivar, but they are super happy to be here. Ooh, this one's pretty new. So the rosemary and the sweet marjoram that I believe has bolted has been here a while. They're part of the original crew, but this is a new container I've started. These ones here are just vinca flowers, which apparently are supposed to repel the ground squirrels and the bunnies that I have. And then I have two different kinds of melon. I think this one and this one are my mountain sweet yellow watermelons, and this is a golden cassava, and then the three in the middle are okra. So I'm doing a lot of companion planting, and okra grows really tall and provides shade. This is a 76 cucumber and some more okra. Under my shade structure. This is a early prolific long neck squash, and these right here are, I will never know if I'm saying it right, nasturtiums. Nasturtiums repel some kinds of pests, so squash, cucumbers, tomatoes, all of them get a lot of different bug infestations. So just trying to combat that without having to use any chemicals besides the neem oil and the BT that I'm already using. These are little marigolds. This is my cherry tomato. And back there are some more nasturtiums. Loofah vines. My favorite is, wow, this is just going right up that stick. I think I overwatered them a little bit. I use this straw as a mulch to keep the moisture in, but I think I was overwatering because we grew some mushrooms in there. I took them out. These guys are moringa trees. Got your tall one. I was told he's about a year old, and this is a little seedling. Sweet potato vine, looking fine. My very favorite star jasmine. Still putting off some pretty new bloom in there. They smell so good. Those are zinnia. I am really shocked that these geraniums continue to bloom right now. My mint hit a little bit of a hiccup and I moved their placement around so they get a little bit more shade, but then we got past that heat streak. They're doing pretty good. Mojito, peppermint, berries and cream mint. Lemongrass. This is a salvia that I recently got, which just is a sage, but this one came with a warning about pregnancy use. So I don't know if you know that people smoke Salvia divinorum as an alternative to marijuana, and apparently I think that is what the warning is related to. Got some pentas over here that look like they're a little sad. I'm gonna hit them with some water and see if they perk back up. My Mexican sage, German chamomile, and some Italian basil, Nurembergia, cut flower, marigolds, which I'm really excited that they like totally reseeded themselves in here. And dang, more basil. This beast is my butternut with some vinca friends in there. I don't even know what to do with this right now, but I think these are potential fruits, but I've also seen them shrivel up and dry off, kind of like, looks like, let's see if I can get that in the shot. This one right here is doing it. Let's see the black on the end. This is my cantaloupe Hearts of Gold. Now has 5 different climbers in here, a couple of them with multiple vines going up. I don't even know how that thing is gonna hold on, and I don't know how either one of these two is going to deal with like the roots as they continue to go, because there's not a whole lot of dirt. Gonna need to hit these with some water. In fact, I'm gonna push them back in the shade right now. Those are all some different sunflowers. My rose, and I think this will be the last bloom we see until August. Just doing really happy. Got a little bit of toasting, but at the same time, all these red leaves are the new growth. My one surviving lavender, I did have a casualty, but this one has some tiny purple flowers. Cool, dude, keep it up. The random mammoth sunflower seed I shoved in the ground right there because it's always muddy, is my most successful sunflower of all. Over here in my bag experiments, this is the cilantro. I had some peas in here. Both of them did not make it through the last heat wave. I pushed a couple black-eyed pea beans into the soil, so let's see if those will go. In here we've got some more okra and some more of those melons and some marigold friends. In here is my borage. I tried to plant some basil, but it didn't take, and I put my last vinca in here just because she was lonely. Here are 2 more of those mountain sweet yellow watermelon that had a lot of success germinating. And here is a group of seeds. All of these over here are melons, catnip, which is my 3rd attempt, marigolds, which I've been successful with in the past. I've got some cosmos already sprouting. You can see that. So these germinate super fast. I'm gonna hit these guys with some water midday too, and maybe move them back into the shade. Okay, Violet de Bordeaux. I'm never gonna say that fast. Violet de Bordeaux fig. I think I've been overwatering it. Okay, these are 3 baby pools that I'm going to add drainage to and soil and attempt to grow more of those melons if I can get them to germinate, and possibly some pumpkins. Future home of my banana, which I hope to acquire this weekend. The first of my sunflower beds, doing pretty good. We were at 21. We've got this hooked up to the irrigation. They're getting a lot of water. If you see, I've taken some out of their cups, but I did have a casualty this morning. I believe a thrasher bird took down this velvet queen. She was about that big, maybe like 3 inches, 2.5 inches, and they just ripped it. And then I uprooted it, and maybe I'm gonna try planting directly in. Okay, I just paused and covered those. I'm gonna hit them with some water before I go back in. But last few here are my stone fruit triplets. Santa Rosa plum, desert gold peach, which is pretty bare root, and I lost all the leaves. I don't even know if she's alive, but her name is Kimmy Schmidt because she will be unbreakable. And that one is my gold kissed apricot, and then the Shangri-La mulberry, and then the rest of the xeriscape with the birds of paradise. Oh, and my Chinese push pistache.